Okay, now I'm recording. Okay. People, tonight I'm going to talk to you about something. I got to put my glasses on. Basically, tonight I'm going to talk to you about something that will explain some about what I have written here. The other night I was talking to a Ron Paul supporter. And he checked me out and he said, there's very little difference between you and Ron Paul. And I said, yes, I know. He says, how would you say you're different? And I told him that I wouldn't collect money from people. I wouldn't take their money, whether it's in taxes or not, unless I can actually deliver what I'm saying I'm delivering. That's why I don't raise money unless I know for sure whether or not I'm going to win. But he was kind of a little down in the dumps about Ron Paul. And he says, well, you know, the big media has chosen who they're going to choose. And the people are not coming together. I said, yes, I know. And that's my greatest fear. That the people need to understand. They have to change the way they're doing things before this country will ever change. If they want to take the country back away from big money, they have to do it. And he said, but you always keep at it. You don't give up. And I said, because I have the trust in the people. I believe you, the people, can do the job. Whether or not you choose to do the job is your choice. Whether or not you wish to follow the same old procedures that have been done for years and years and go on, or to take a chance and take control of your government. Then we started talking about the NWO, New World Order. And I said, New World Order will never get into this country unless the people give it to the New World Order. We will give up everything and allow the New World Order to take over our country. As long as they got the TV on, as long as they got to sit on the couch and have I don't know. But bottom line is, with this write-up, I said it's very similar to like the Philippines during World War II. He wrote me, what do I mean? I said, when MacArthur left the Philippines, he told them he would return. And you had two groups of Americans there. The one that General Wainwright, when he said surrender, they all surrendered. And the ones who went into the jungle and chose to fight and continue with jungle warfare, guerrilla warfare. Well, we all know in history about the Baton March and about all those people who died. They were destroyed because they gave up and succumbed to failure. Now, the ones who went into the jungle and started guerrilla warfare, they had an impossible task. Really impossible to defeat the Japanese. They were no longer an organized army. They were no longer had weapon supplies. They were no longer... But they still fought on. They continued to fight. They did not give in. Now, sure, I will tell you, positively beyond a shadow of a doubt, that, yes, if MacArthur didn't come back, they may not have won, but they did win. They did succeed at defeating the Japanese in the Philippines. And some may have died in battle. against the Japanese. That is a price a soldier pays. But every single American who refused to give up, every single one who fought on, helped do the impossible. Defeat the Japanese in the Philippines. A task that when Japan landed would have been considered impossible. They would not succumb to failure. And I told him, don't give up. Don't give in. Then he started talking about long shots. Presidential candidate said, long shots. He went and checked me out a little bit. And I told him, long shots are not decided by political parties. They're not. There's not a single long shot that is decided by a political party. Long shots are decided by you, the people who vote. For example, if every single person in this country voted for me, Obama would be a long shot. That's right. See, it's all decided by how you vote. And that's what it's all about. It was an interesting typed conversation. We typed it back and forth. But what I tried to tell him, even though he was a Ron Paul supporter, and one of the few, well, actually, first one that really was more questions than insults, I tried to tell him, don't give up. I told him I wish he'd be my supporter, but I think I got it across because he said in his area, in his state, he's going to do everything he can for his candidate, and I think it's going to be Ron Paul. I wish it would be me. The truth is, people, you need to understand you are the deciding factor on everything in 2012. And yes, I am a presidential candidate. And there is very little difference between the way I see what our government should be and Ron Paul. The only difference is I see it from outside of Congress. I see how the government has gotten into every nook and cranny of your life. I've seen how our government has tried to rule and regulate each and every American citizen. You is what the country's all about. And without you, there is no United States of America. All the businesses in the world. Without you, the individual, there is no United States of America. That's why I feel, as president, I must protect each and every one of you. And another thing that came up was, how would I serve a group of people? Doesn't matter what group it is. I told them, I would serve you, the individual, each and every one of you. And by serving you, I would serve that group. You know, it's like a rich man. He'll bend down and pick up a penny because he knows that penny is valuable and his fortune is made up of pennies. Where a person who is to become poor wouldn't spend an instant of his time wasted on that penny on the ground. And that is the truth about you. You are the individual. Not a penny's worth, but you, the individual. And that's what makes up this country. And by serving and caring for you is how I will help your people, no matter who they are. And I said something else about unions to somebody else. Same conversation. It's time for unions to make a decision. Are they big business, big money, and are they going to side with that group, or are they going to side with us and the people? That's what unions have to make a decision on. Are unions out for each and every American, or are unions out for their own pocket where they could put money in? Interesting little thing I'm saying there, isn't it? They got to make that decision. Are they going to be with us, or are they going to be with the money people? You know the money people. They got a different name now. They don't go around saying, I'm the big money, I'm the big money. No, they say Democrat or Republican political party. We represent America. The banks, the big deals, the big wheels, Wall Street. That's what they all represent. Look at the majority of people that Obama has working for him. Where do they come from? Do they come from around you, or do they come from Wall Street? His answer would be, well, they're the ones who know how money. No, they're the ones who know how to steal from each and every one of us. They're the crooks that put us into the mess we were in. No. They are not people of the people. They are people of the dollar. Big difference. I can't say much about Mitt Romney or the other Republican candidates. I could say some things about Ron Paul, but I'm not going to because they're really not that good. I've been following them for years. And I thought one thing was very comical in 2008 presidential campaign when I was running. Some people kept going on and jamming into my sites and sending them to Obama's sites. But in there they were saying I was taking campaign funds and using it for personal gains. I thought that was funny. At first I used to get upset about it. But then I started thinking about it. Hey, I'm not collecting any campaign funds. I got none. Zero in 2008 of campaign funds. And I'm using it for personal gains? Yeah, I guess I used all of nothing for personal gains, if that's what they want to say. Because I refused to take your money at that time. Now, I want something from each and every one of you. More valuable than all the money in the world. I want some time from each of you. My wife went and did something the other day. She decided to type in JDCRIVEAU and search it. And then she noticed one video coming out several places. So then she started going through and checking and counting them. She got a little bit of quite a large number. A very, very large number of different organizations that had this one video of mine. So then she went to YouTube and looked at the video, how many views it had. Now she had found it hundreds upon hundreds of times. But it only showed 4 views. My view count was 4. And I'm not going to tell you really how high she got. But believe me, it was a lot more than you would realize. A lot more than 100 times 4 views. A lot more. Real lot more. Needless to say, though, what I'm saying is, don't go my view count. It's all messed up. It's been that way. And the only way to fix it is to eliminate all the videos, and I promise never to take any down. So that if you ever catch me in a lie, you will have the video to prove it. Okay? This is JD, and the one thing I want from you is your time. To tell other people about me. Go to YouTube, check me out. There's enough there. Don't listen to every video. It's impossible. There's over 530 some videos. Go listen to the ones they're titled that you like. See what I have to say. Listen to the ones you don't like. See what I say that you don't like. Put them together and tell people what you think about me. Tell me what you think about me. That is very important. But more important, tell me what you want to see for our nation. Because you matter more than everything else. And remember, I am truly, really, honest to goodly, a presidential candidate for 2012. Thank you.